First up, Willie Mays versus Carl Lewis. Murph, we're getting down to the legends that are honestly quite difficult to separate, but that's what we're paid to do, so let's do it.
All right, let's do it, no doubt. Willie Mays versus Carl Lewis. This may be just my way of looking at things, but could Willie Mays run like the wind and jump like a gazelle? Yes, he could. Could he hit a ball 400 feet away with a tiny, thin piece of wood? Yes, he could. Could he chase a ball running at full speed, dive on the grass, catch it backhanded while eating a mouthful of turf? Yes, we've seen him do it. Mays could do it all, and that's why I'm going with Willie.
So your argument is coming down to hand-eye coordination? I mean, how do you even know that Carl Lewis didn't have those same skills?
Well, I don't know that he didn't. He may have had them at some level, but his sport doesn't demand it. I'll take a ball athlete with that hand-eye coordination over a track athlete every day.
When we're talking about guys this great, I get it. Sometimes something's got to set them apart. I concede. I'm with you. Willie moves on to the Final Four. Next up, Babe Ruth versus Pele. When you look at these two guys, you see one of them, Pele, running towards the goal like Baryshnikov in sneakers as pure poetry in motion. And then you see Babe, the other guy, lumbering, waddling around the bases like a guy stumbling out of a corner bar after having, shall we say, a few.
Yeah, okay. But here's the thing, and Ted Williams said it often. Hitting a baseball is the toughest thing in the world to do in sports.
Well, of course Ted's going to say that. Ted played baseball. But is that harder than a bicycle kick?
Okay, great question. And since I can't answer it, I won't. But I will say this. In addition to home runs, Ruth hit for average, right? 342. He was a really good pitcher in his early days as well. He could do it all in one of the toughest sports. Babe Ruth.
Look, in my opinion, these two are giants of the sports world. They were both transformational athletes in their respective sports. So here goes. My heart's with the Babe. And that's where I'm at. Don't tweet me.
All right, I'm with you too. And so we have to bid adieu to the legendary Pele. He made it this far, and that's saying something, but Babe's moving on.
All right, getting down to it. Wilt Chamberlain, the Dipper, versus Henry Aaron.
All right, well, Wilt first. There's one word and one word only, and it's dominance, right? We've talked about it, the 100-point game, the 50-point average over the season, et cetera, et cetera. Come on, that's insanity. He was the best player the moment he arrived.
But so was Aaron. You know, everyone talks about Willie Mays being the best player of his era, and maybe he was, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe Aaron was. Hank had a better lifetime average than Mays, more hits, more runs, more home runs than Mays. I'm going with Henry Aaron, the man who broke Ruth's record, who everybody said that record would not be broken.
All right. Can you bring back Farzi from the bathroom? Where is he? Because I think we need his arbitration skills at this point. Farzi?
All right, well, I wasn't in the bathroom. I was getting your next clip queued up. Will was the most dominant player of his sport ever. So you got to go Wilt over Hank.
And so we advance. All right, next in our bracket, Jim Brown versus Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens was a tremendous sprinter and long jumper who had a historic legacy at the Berlin Olympics back in 1936. Wes, I don't know. This is a tough one. Which way you headed?
This one's tough for me because, Brown falls in that Wilt category, all right? Someone so completely dominant in his era, some would say he may be the best football player ever.
Yeah.
Look at you agreeing with me. Now, see, I'm not going to lie. I'm one of those inclined to think Brown is better. Do you say so?
I do. I agree. Brown moves on.